aboard and welcome aboard. I'm Kelly Jack. This is the How Not to Game that I run, and this is Simutrans Sessions, the Devil's Towers 1969 Max Chaos game, episode 48. We're still working our way through our list, and boy, did we find a big culprit. Remember our speedy train? Well, we chose the wrong one. He runs 6224 kilometer and has been costing us 133, but now 135,000 roughly. I think I've got the answer. It's the X2000s, and I'm going to try one of those. So what we're going to do is we're not even going to wait for this guy. We're just going to send him. He's already headed to the right spot. We are going to then close that guy out. Don't need that window open. Don't need the shipyard open. We need to instead go to the Ashlock dispatch yard, which is the chaotic cement, which is where they're dispatched out of. And we need to find this guy. So there's the front. We're going to do 2 passenger cars and the rear. Gives us a total capacity of 165, a little less than what we had before. I'm willing to take a risk on it. And we're going to put him out on the Ashlock Mallowfield Pax Looper and see just how much. Wait a minute, what'd you say? Can't find a route. Oh. All right, sell you there. This is where we needed to dispatch him from. I'm actually going to dispatch him with 1 additional car. Takes us up to 237. We had 248 on the other train. But we are at 26 bucks. That's a third almost of what we had before. I'll bet you this guy's going to make money. All right, put you onto that route, and yes, you can reach it. I know that because that's this route right here. And if he does good, we may upgrade a couple other trains to it. And I can think of a couple that would work good. But this guy can zip. In fact, this guy can zip so fast, we may have to go to these tracks instead of the ones we're on, because he can go how fast? 220. We got 200-kilometer tracks with all the curves and everything. It's probably better to keep them a little bit down. I'm not going to worry. That one train will make our life a little bit easier. Hide up. Close that. And close you. I am going to take and do one more setting. We're going to filter to passengers. There we go. The Ashran Ravener might be able to run one of those too, but we'd have to lay the electric lines and upgrade the track. He's not running full capacity ever, I don't think. Yeah, he's not even close. You know what? We're gonna downgrade this guy a little bit. And I think the easiest way to do him is to send him into the depot. So he's going to go to unload only. We're going to zip him to the end of the line. Go to depot. Zip him into a depot. may take a bit. There he is. And he's in this depot here. Hi. Let's take one of your cars off. What do you mean he can't start? Oh, he has to go at those. There he goes. And he's back out onto that train. All right. See if he's going to make us some money now. Next one on the list is our newbie. He's out there. He's trying. And I think with this guy, the thing to do is actually something different at this point. Now we need to adjust our amounts on the schedule. So we're going to tell our schedule that the 35% now has to be a 50 as well. And I think that will solve half our problem. Maybe, may not. It might be that we have to go to 75% out of Malafield. We'll keep playing with him. Some of these guys just ain't running often enough. This guy, after all this, I'm ready to take him down and put Abros back on this line because frankly, these guys are stinking. So let's go ahead and tell him to retire. I want you off the line. You're the bad dude's charger. At $1.02 per, he's going to make money. All right, he's going to lose money early on. High speed him out there until he gets to his first station. And now he's going to wait. Till he gets into the station. Sent him from the wrong one, that's the problem. This guy's just going nuts, and the reason he's losing money is his setup. The Ravener needs a higher percentage. So let's go to his schedule. He's a 33 and a 10. No, we're going to do 50 and a 20. You know what? That's Ashwell. Take him to 52. Let's see what we do. See if changing that changes the ratio. Looking at our finances, coming up on the end of the year, we're going to be under. And for the op profs for the months, we're up. We're up big. Our current lows are in the 79 to 80 range. Yeah, 70 to 80 range. With one outlier 90. Okay, so 70 to 90. And it looks like we're going to maybe make a profit this month. Maybe. Keeps getting there. It did 17,000. Now the question is, can we start getting it more steady. The reason I'm worried is we went from 38,000 or 38 million down to 33. So, we've been losing steadily a million a year for the past few years. If we look at our op profit for the year last year, there it is. There's the good. We bottomed out at a 1.5. Ignore our current numbers, but last year we were at 6. So we did cut it in half, almost. And I think this year will cut further because of the changes we've made. Hopefully. These here are not the chaos changes. These are to survive, to continue the chaos. But looky there, we've gotten 2. Yes, 2 new setups. A construction wholesaler near Springmouth. Probably just added a factory on that one. Yeah, they're the same guy. So he just added a factory chain. Pretty certain he's the same one. Let's double check. Yeah, he's the same one. This is going to be fun to try to get service into. Luckily, over at Pulling we had done, well, no, it was here at Springmouth, wasn't it? One of these here, I thought we had done. Maybe I'm thinking of one of the other games. Maybe I'm thinking of the Fix-It. I think the Fix-It, we had we had the home furnishing place come in out of the Fix-It. Just some little cleanups here. I'm not going to start these. I'm not. I'm going to do the industry list next. This is our last episode for this session of Max Chaos. I know these will drop on Sunday sometime. Whether it's the evening or the morning, I don't know which. We're looking at it pretty good, and I would say I'm safe to start playing with things like this again. Little things we can do to make our life easier for a short time or less boring. All right. Now that I'm done goofing around for a while, let us take a peek at another portion of this list. Do we have any no roots, any stuck, any no lines? We got a no line. Newchester to Corner Crude. much as I like having what's on there, I'm not so certain it's been a wise decision. But we're going to leave him. He's only lost $125. That's nothing compared to some of those others. So the no line's not an issue. The no schedule. In a depots, we don't have anything sitting in depots. We can take the filters off and go in a depot. And there we've got a train who is assigned to the Techno Traditions logger. Does Techno Traditions 180 have a train on it? Besides the one we've got right here. Oh. Now that was interesting. He had been sitting in the... Okay. Got him squared away. Probably one of those ones from when I was upgrading trains last time around. So, coming back to our settings window. Make a loss. Now that is interesting. What is in depot that's causing that shift? Well, we'll do it a different way. Income, lowest income up. I'm not as worried about that as I am the obsoletes. Let's go to the obsoletes. Again, we're looking lowest incomes up. The obsoletes are actually, for the most part, making us money. So the ones especially making us big money, these guys, I'm not going to worry about these two. Last two trains I'm going to touch. Trains that aren't moving, it may be that it's a train. It may be that it's, we need to take and get passenger service increased at that spot. We'll have to figure this out. But that won't be figured out tonight. So again, this has been episode 48. I'm Kelly Jack. I'm going to wish you a better night than I'm having and a better day tomorrow. And for those who didn't notice, yes, the tutorial was laid to rest on Saturday, the 14th of March. I will not be doing the tutorial game any further. I bankrupted all three companies. I figured 4 and 5 million in the hole for two of them, and the other one going below, and I couldn't budget off that 36 million or 36,000 a year. Something had gone wrong. So somewhere along the line, I did something terribly wrong. And as I told the story, I let the security or the investors protection group guild take care of me and delete the companies. So we turned off the bankruptcy protection. So they went very fast. All right, we're going to keep an eye on things. Next time around, we're going to be looking more and more at the financials when we come back, because if we want to meet these, we've also got to be financially good. And that's going to mean having the right trains and buses. As we discovered with the buses, especially, good grief. Let's take a peek at that again. How much of an impact in the op profit the buses had right there. This is the period we were fixing out those buses. From this as a steady for years to all of a sudden, wham, we're back up to only losing 322,000 on buses. I am curious, how did our trips end up? Trips went up. Trips went up. 438. No, went down, but not by much. 8,000. Pocket changing people. Pocket changing people. I mean, yes, there is a downward trend on our passengers on the buses again. That happens. I mean, some of that's built into the game that we have to constantly keep improving those speeds. Some point I'm going to see about putting the superliners out on the bus routes and doing certain things without using rail. That's going to be the next game that I start. That won't start until one of the two Devil's Towers games goes belly up. I am, however, going to start setting up the game, doing things like naming the businesses and the cities. I will have a different set of names than the generated names. So this is your heads up that that's coming. I'm Kelly Jack. Have a better night and a better tomorrow than I'm having.